New video from the devastating storms that tore through Beltrami County early Saturday morning.
Trees flattened, homes destroyed.
State of emergency was declared in Beltrami County following that strong storm system.
The National Weather Service now says that top speeds reached as high as 120 miles an hour.
Holy crap. So I talked to my dad, might as well document this. He had to walk 2 miles to the farm to get our front end loader to clear our driveway because there's been trees down the whole dirt road. This used to be thick woods in front of my house, and now it's just a couple twigs. Basically, we're gonna see if I still have a house or not. There is no trees in front of my house anymore. Holy. Oh, we're gonna walk. I'm gonna park this somewhere out of the way though, so Dad he's gonna be coming here with his loader. This part of the house is still there. This is my driveway. I gotta send this to Brandon too. His house they're building is probably flattened because it's just framed up right now. Dude, there's like no... Keep your head up, Preston, because there's a lot of stuff that could still be flopping on us. No way, is there nothing on my house? No way. It might be okay. This is part of the driveway, usually right there. Oh no, I lost the sandal. My clothes are at my house, so I don't have boots anymore. Oh, it's gonna about to take out our camper. Bro. Oh, Marie's garden. I don't think it's doing too hot. those trees are gone. All the trees behind. And then all the big oak trees behind my house are gone too. A little bit of damage at the farm here. A few big trees down. Nothing like at my house though. I don't know if I got just a really bad whip of those straight line winds at my house, or if a tornado did come down there. It's significantly worse than kind of some of these other areas close by, but there's definitely some damage down here. A lot of trees down behind the house too. Just glad I got all the chirps put away. Our shooting range. Looks like the shooting deck got missed, but boy. Wow. This is like a this is probably a 300-yard range, and you can't even, holy crap. That's nuts. It's not much, but deliver some brats to the old man. He has been up since, well, I don't think any of us really slept last night, but he started coming down here at like 5:30. Had to walk 3 miles to get to the farm, climbing trees, and well, man, he doesn't do much walking, so that's a pretty big journey for him to make doing that. And yeah, it's probably about close to noon now, and he has been non-stop clearing trees off the road, clearing trees out of all our families and neighbors' driveways, making sure everyone can get out and everyone's safe. So huge props to him. I feel kind of useless compared to him because I don't have a big front end loader with a grapple, but least I can do is get him some brats. See, he's got that grapple, so he's just grabbing everything and trying to pull it and push it out of the way. It's probably the worst storm that you've ever seen hit here since, like, ever you live in here, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've cleared well over 100 trees already this morning. Every driveway was blocked. The road itself had probably 40 trees on it. This driveway's got, I don't know, 6 maybe. Yeah, it's not as bad down here. No, city of Bemidji is still without power, I guess. We got power now, so that's good. Yeah, meeting a lot of the neighbors. Yeah, they got the Red Cross set up in Bemidji right now. They're like providing housing and stuff. There's people that got their roofs blown off and missing walls on their houses and everything. Oh, and you got a big steel hand that can lift 8,000 pounds. You become everybody's best friend. Yeah. Just like in the winter when you're the guy with the big plow. Yeah, I know. Well, sweet. No, I've hit like every neighbor on the way back here. And yeah. Sweet. I always see the news reports of the tornadoes and storms, you know, out in Tornado Alley, Kansas, Missouri. Never thinking that something like this could happen to us here, way up here, up north in northern Minnesota, but this is devastating. But you gotta remember, the most important thing is God kept us safe, protected us. We're all okay. All of our friends and family are okay. Thankfully, there's no deaths or severe injuries up here in the Bemidji, Minnesota area. There were a few deaths in North Dakota where the storm came from. Man, those trees. This just used to be thick woods, and all those are gonna have to come down just sideways. But the other thing we're grateful for is somehow all these trees and devastation, we have no severe damage on our house. None of our family here, our neighbors have any severe damage on their house. So we're really grateful for that. There's getting reports of people in the area that have lost their roof. Some people have lost their trailer houses. People that have windows blown out, losing their vehicles. Thankfully, we stashed everything last night, so none of our vehicles got any damage. But wow, like looking up right here, I used to look up here and you'd see probably, it was just a thick wall of trees. I mean, you'd look up here and it'd be probably, I don't know, 200 trees in here probably, and now there's like 10. I mean, that's just, it's really sad. I mean, I grew up out here. All the big oak trees in our parents' house were down. But rewind a little bit here, guys, kind of give you the story, because I know this video's, I don't know how I'm editing this, but it's probably kind of all over the place. But basically what happened is we had these big storms rolling in last night. They were supposed to come, hit here around midnight, 1 a.m. But there was a low chance and a good chance they were going to dissipate before they got here. But watching the live streams online, it just kept getting stronger and stronger, and we're decimating North Dakota. So I let my pregnant wife sleep and my 2-year-old daughter sleep as long as we could, but because we're in a trailer house, so that's tornadoes target trailer houses. You do not want to be in a trailer when this kind of weather is coming, but thankfully they're right next door. So I was keeping an eye on the weather, and it just turned like that. We had another storm pop up, and they came fast, and basically it switched from a severe thunderstorm watch to a severe thunderstorm warning and tornado warning like that. Woke up my wife, my daughter. We hopped in the side-by-side and zoomed over to my parents. Lightning everywhere. We got inside, and then probably 10 to 20 minutes after we got there, the big oak tree started turning sideways. I mean, it was ripping. Power kept cutting in and out, so you could tell the power lines were clapping together. Eventually power cut out and then didn't come back on. Thankfully our power came back on probably around, I don't know, 9 a.m. this morning. There's still a lot of people that are without power in the area and are going to be without power for probably a couple more days. So we're really, really blessed about that. But yeah, we rode it out. I heard what sounded like a freight train. So I'm almost positive a tornado came through here, because when you see some of these trees, you know, a lot of them are broken this way from the wind, but there's some that are broke like the other way, and tops just ripped off. I mean, some of these trees, the tops are ripped off like, you know, 20 feet up. And generally those poplar trees, when it's just blowing, they uproot. So the fact that so many are snapped off so up high, maybe even there was a tornado that ripped through it that, you know, was a cyclone and didn't actually, or whatever you call it, that didn't actually touch the ground, but maybe it was rotating just above the ground. That definitely could have been a possibility. And then on top of that, our local airport registered, I think they registered it was either 107, and then I saw 113 somewhere else, mile an hour straight line winds all across the board with that storm ripping through here. So those straight winds plus tornadoes, not good. There's people that are getting flooded too. Thankfully we're kind of on a bit of a hill here away from the lowland around us, so we didn't get any flooding in our house or any of our family's houses. Got a lot of water in the shop down at the farm under the garage doors, but nothing bad. I know there's some people that have had to evacuate their apartments and stuff from the rain and the flooding, so definitely could have been a lot worse. But out of all the properties on the road, you know, I don't want to be poor me, but my yard is devastated the worst in my property around here. I mean, this used to be thick woods. This is going to be basically a field here now. This is basically going to be a field to the road. Granted, we live on a small little dirt road, but I like being tucked away and not being able to see the road, or people be able to see me from the road. That's kind of one of the benefits of living way out in the sticks, so that really sucks. I do have some branches. Good one here on the other side, laying on the roof, so I'll have to see. I'm sure At the very least, it did some shingle damage. I don't think it punctured the roof, or at least I hope not. I'm waiting to fire up the chainsaw to get them off. Mabel's napping. My little girl, we went over there at 1 a.m. and she didn't like being woke up, so she was up pretty much all night, and so was my wife. So I'm letting them nap first before I fire up the chainsaw, but probably will have a little bit of roof damage, but definitely could have been a lot worse. I mean, everything got missed. The trees missed my camper. They missed the old Nissan. For the most part, it looks like they missed the 6.9 actually. Yeah, nothing's on the 6.9. Yes, I still got that. Heck, even Mike's old little boat here got missed as well. So the fact that everything, I mean, there's freaking oak trees going down everywhere. We lost three, it looks like, of our nice oak trees in the backyard here. So that stinks. And even actually that one snapped off up on the top too. So we lost 4 of them actually back here. So that sucks. But yeah, here's that other branch. But we're really blessed because this tree was right next to our house. If this went off, or that big chunk up top instead of just a couple of those branches snapped, I mean, that could have went right through the house and wrecked our house. Or if one of these trees broke off and went the other way, that could have been really bad as well. So we got really, really lucky on that standpoint of things. My parents' house got hit really bad too. Holy man. This is the trail to our house. This used to be just thick trees too, and it's so empty. Oak trees broken off halfway up. If we didn't have that front end loader with that grapple and had to chainsaw everything and not have that to get the bulk of things, we'd be spending months chainsawing. I mean, we still probably will, doing a lot of the stuff we can't get to with it, but definitely makes a huge difference getting the bulk of it. Oh, got myself a chainsaw, Husqvarna 455 Rancher. All right, time to get rid of all this. But first we got to get everything off our roof. It's a pretty big chunk. I'm gonna start picking away at this. Roof looks okay. Yeah. Besides the ends.
Yeah, I'd try to flatten them out.
Yeah, but didn't puncture a hole through it.
Oh, why is it so hot?
Well, don't fall off the ladder. It's better to burn your hand than here. Here. Hold my hand. Hold my hands. Hold my hands.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I can start chopping these trees in half then.
Yeah, I need them as wide as the trail.
Oh yeah, because you're grappling them.
Yeah, so cut them off the edge of your yard and then in half again.
All right, got to start cutting these trees into manageable pieces so we can grab them with the front end loader, claw them all out of here. You know, I'll start cutting them in 2-3 pieces each. I think the trail's probably, I don't know, 12 feet wide. We'll be taking them back into the woods, so do what I can here. Just gotta be careful of our well here. I guess I'll probably start this side. We'll start pulling them out, and then we can work our way down. So not even gonna worry about probably the driveway ones right now. I'll just get these yard ones out first. Oh, frick, man. I don't think that's good for chainsaws. See why loggers like to do their logging in the wintertime when it's not 95 degrees out. Be out of gas. Okay, should be able to get all of these trees out though, for the most part. And then once we get them out, I'll trim these back more, figure out what we're doing with them. Be easier to get at the roots and stuff. It's just so hard fighting through all these branches right now. Huh? All right, we're making a run into town, I guess. See what it looks like out there. Not the only ones with some trees down. Wow. Huh. Those are all pines. That's a couple garages.
Yeah.
But still.
And then exhaust pros.
Yeah. Get the other side of it when I pass too. Oh,
Yep.
and someone's
The storage
facility.
building, that's where the roof came from by the... That's where that roof came from, that's sitting right there.
Well, woke up this morning, looked out the window, and realized it wasn't all just a dream. So we got trees down everywhere. So, see if we can't get that chainsaw fired up and keep cutting, and then we'll get that loader over here and start pulling trees out. All right, well, that Husky needs a spark plug, so got me the old Steel 362, borrowing from my old man. Gonna put it to work. Getting a pretty good amount cleared off here. Just trying to get everything out the yard here to start with. Making some progress. Got everything cut through the whole yard pretty much, so we can start popping those out. These sketchy ones here, you don't want to cut those fully because they're gonna pop up and do sketchy stuff. So I'm gonna kind of weaken them, like cut them, you know, halfway. And so then you can grapple them and just break them off with the front end loader. So that's, I'm gonna throw the GoPro on and get it to work with that. You can pull some of these out, then I can get in there more. Hey, hey! I can cut that one. Gas time, gas time. Time for some gas. Time for some gas. Gas time. Gas time. Do do do. Do 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 do. It's gas time. Dee, nee, 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 nee. Da, da, da. Ba, ba, da.
Your centipede might be salvageable.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to put that up by the house so I don't accidentally grab it.
We just bought this centipede like a day before the storm. Maybe I got to play in it once. Oh well. Or caterpillar, not a centipede. Caterpillar. Centipedes are gross. Daughter's riding with Papa. Clearing out trees. Oh, starting to look like a yard again. Pretty crazy how quickly you can transform that with a chainsaw and a front end loader with a grapple. If we had nothing but a chainsaw and muscles, it would be days of cutting and chucking in the woods. Well, on a good note, there's 100% humidity, so I can just drink the air pretty much right now. I won't get dehydrated. Bad news, my glasses keep getting fogged up and I am just wet, and I'm not even sweating that much. I think I'm just wet from the humidity. I'm moist. I'll get in the last couple trees. I'll use my turnaround again. Well, I would call that a pretty good day of work here, guys. You saw what it was looking like here in the beginning of the video. There wasn't a patch of grass visible in my yard, and now you can see the whole yard. Got a lot of sticks to pick up, but this is, I can pull a full-size vehicle in and out without scratching it up and have the yard, backyard here too. Got all the trees out. We had a few oaks down back here, so got them all ripped out with the loader. Got a yard back here again. A lot of the trees, you know, it's kind of ugly right now, but just to get the stuff out of the yard, it's so overwhelming. We're just kind of shoving a lot of it into the woods right now, but you know, the woods is just full of trees that are down too, so you know, it is what it is. So yeah, got all the trees off the roof, so looking good. Thanks for following along, guys, during these last couple crazy days. It's definitely been an adventure, that's for sure. Definitely very devastating, but I just have to be thankful that everybody is safe and okay. There's no injuries, no deaths, and that, you know, all of our property has been okay. So God really protected us, and we've been very blessed. In the whole area, the devastation we've had, the fact that nobody was, you know, severely injured or killed it's amazing. They ended up clocking 120-mile-an-hour winds, which is the same as like a Category 3 hurricane, and some unconfirmed tornadoes. So it definitely could have been way, way worse. But I got a verse of the day here for you guys. It kind of pertains with what's been going on here. This is Psalm 46, 1-2. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give away and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. So guys, when you're during rough times like we are right now, you just got to remember that God is your refuge and your strength. And do not fear. You got God on your side. Real quick, if you guys do want to support the channel, we got Jesus Saves hats for sale right now at His Creation. Link in the description below. We make all these hats in-house, and we actually are donating a Bible for every hat that we sell. We have a couple other hats on there as well. We're doing like a fish series, so we got a northern pike fish hat. We have a couple others that are gonna be coming out as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If I know this video is a little different than usual. This was supposed to be the Fummins video, but that obviously got delayed. I was gonna get it wrapped up this weekend, but it's coming, I promise. Fummins is coming. It's gonna be back on the road very shortly. But if you guys want to see any more cleanup videos with this storm, let me know, because there's still a lot more to do. We still got to fix all of the deer stands on our property, and there's still so many trees and clearing to do. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. God bless.